It was 1980, a turning point for New Jersey Fish and Wildlife's Bureau of Freshwater Fisheries, when construction began for the new Pequest Trout Hatchery and Natural Resource Education Center. The hatchery design allowed for an annual production of 600,000 trout, with a total weight of 300,000 pounds. This would make it one of the foremost fish rearing facilities in the nation. 40 years later, it continues to provide anglers with year-round trout fishing opportunities. In the early 1950s, a large aquifer was discovered by a New Jersey state geologist in the Pequest Valley in Warren County. The aquifer was located deep underground and flowed with pristine cold fresh water. This location proved to be an ideal spot to build a new facility to produce trout. The first Pequest reared trout were stocked in 1983, and the hatchery was up to full production by 1986. The hatchery's nursery building houses 48 tanks where trout spend the earlier stages of their life. 7 on-site artesian wells supply up to 7,000 gallons of water per minute. The water remains at a constant temperature of 52 degrees and flows uninterrupted year-round. The trout production cycle begins in late August and early September when broodstock rainbow trout are sorted by sex. The females' eggs are stripped and fertilized with the milk from the males. Eggs are then placed in trays and jars where they are water hardened and disinfected to prevent fungus and bacteria. Water is run continuously through the trays to keep the eggs oxygenated. Approximately 1.5 million trout eggs are taken from about 600 females annually. The eggs spend roughly 30 to 32 days in incubation until they are ready to be transferred into hatching trays. After hatching from their eggs, trout are called sac fry. For the first 2 weeks, the sac fry will obtain nutrition from a yolk sac attached to their abdomen. As their sac dissolves, they swim up and begin to be fed a high-protein meal 8 to 10 times a day by hand. The trout are reared in the nursery building until late March, and then transferred outside to the raceway system. That is where they will spend the next full year of their life. There are 64 concrete raceways, each 10 feet wide by 100 feet long. Here, feed is distributed by truck 4 times a day until trout are large enough to be stocked.
The Pequest hatchery staff monitor trout growth each month. By mid-March, when they reach 10.5-inch average, they are ready to be stocked for the spring program. During stocking, trout will be transferred into hatchery trucks. The hatchery has 8 trucks, each capable of transporting 1,900 pounds of fish, or approximately 3,800 catchable trout. Hatchery staff work with Fish and Wildlife Land Management staff to load and drive these trucks daily during the 10-week spring stocking program. Approximately 570,000 rainbow trout are released into more than 178 lakes and streams statewide during the spring stocking season. The spring program is by far the largest and most popular with anglers, with a highly anticipated trout season opening day in early April. During October, the fall stocking program provides 21,000 2-year-old rainbow trout, averaging 14 to 15 inches. These trout are stocked in 36 lakes, streams, and ponds. Fall trout fishing has become increasingly popular with anglers, as beautiful weather, fall colors, and cool water temperatures provide an excellent outdoor experience. The winter trout program started in November of 2000. It offers anglers the opportunity to brave winter elements in pursuit of trout, as well as late winter ice fishing. Under this program, the hatchery raises approximately 4,500 catchable-sized rainbow trout measuring up to 16 inches. These trout are stocked in 18 lakes and ponds for 2 days in November, just before Thanksgiving. Raising healthy fish has been a priority since the hatchery first opened. Trout are hand-selected each year to serve as broodstock, and to ensure a quality population is maintained to provide an in-house egg source. This is also an important strategy to limit foreign pathogens. Precautions and procedures to protect against disease are also in place. Dedicated hatchery staff operate and monitor the facility 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, year-round using the latest fish culture technology and following disease prevention guidelines. Disinfectant foot baths and equipment dips are used across the facility. The nursery building, hatchery equipment, and vehicles are routinely cleaned and sterilized. Stocking trucks are loaded outside of the culture area to prevent transfer of fish pathogens that may have been encountered while stocking the lakes and rivers throughout the state. Public viewing areas give hatchery visitors a place to learn how trout are raised, while limiting the risk of introducing pathogens. All these actions help reduce fish disease and limit mortalities.
In addition to trout production, the Pequest Hatchery offers a natural resource education center that includes an exhibit hall, self-guided hatchery tour, and over 3 miles of trails that visitors can enjoy. There are also public programs offered, including hikes focusing on wildlife habitat and natural resources, river ecology, and fishing classes. Pequest also offers a year-round line for programming for schools and organized groups. These programs are designed to support most major subject areas in grades pre-K to 12 while teaching about wildlife and the environment.
So next time you wet your line, take a moment to think of all that goes into raising more than 600,000 trout to a catchable size. Know that dedicated staff at New Jersey Fish and Wildlife's Pequest Trout Hatchery work tirelessly to ensure that their product is second to none. Staff take tremendous pride in providing you with quality trout fishing opportunities. And thank you to everyone who purchases a fishing license and trout stamp. Your purchase directly supports hatchery operations, and through the Federal Sport Fish Restoration Program, we couldn't do this without you.